My video essay on recomposition, Wednesday, 12/28/2022. If I had the perfect willpower, I would have been able to keep this diary notebook going from January of 2022. But in a perfect world, I guess. I've been recording my workouts from July to present on paper. It started out as a foundational workout split for about 19 weeks now. Looking back at this note was motivational and inspiring because it was my resolution for 2022 to persevere through all the ups and downs for always. I started yoga Pilates in 2022. That was where I just wanted to get through a 5-minute session, which from there I rehabilitated my back and strengthened my core. Of course, flexibility and endurance in my entire body, which eventually came. It was the backbone to my recovery so that I could start lifting, one baby step at a time. So I graduated from yoga Pilates and I wanted to put on muscle, chisel out those gains because my muscles seemed to be deflating. I made that my New Year's resolution, and it took 6 months to really put it into motion, meaning to actually start. But I got there. Now for 2023's new year, new goals, I want to really not set a laser focus on the results I want. It's so painful when I don't achieve the tangible goal. Results are dependent on so many factors, not just discipline and dedication. Also, a good majority of the times, they just aren't realistic. Let's be honest. Now, no matter what age you are, your job, your career, time availability, marital status, number of children one has, or one's health status, there is going to be something that comes up. Metaphorically, you are in the perfect conditions and perfect health. There are still going to be some kind of variables that will test you because of Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. Therefore, in those instances, you can say that willpower or discipline is going to get you through, and it can, but at what cost? For example, say an upcoming vacation or wedding is coming up, which I agree that this is a cliche example, but anyways, that you are so excited for, but you have to plan workouts and things that you can eat. Imagine not enjoying a period of time that is solely for you to enjoy, but you are too consumed with what you will eat or the amount of time you can squeeze in a workout. My point is, say you don't hold all of that together and you don't go home after that vacay to then hop back on the bus to Gainesville. Then what? Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Being in love with the process is so cliche, but it's also like putting mind to muscle. Getting really excited for the workouts and fall in love with what it feels like. I choose to be laser focused on the feeling in 2023 rather than the actual process of feeling pain and gain. Anything extra that comes with it is just icing on the cake, which sounds good. Just gotta put pen to paper like I'm doing right now. Then put a voice to this video. Then actually upload this video. The past 6 months from July to present, in retrospect, I will absolutely say showed me so much, but it showed me in all areas, not just in a fitness and a health way. It's a matter of perspective and the way a person handles stress and hardships, disappointments. Christmas break for 2022 has been a serious vacation with my contract in transition, my daughter on holiday break, and given the opportunity to work remotely. When Lupita is in school, it's waking up at 6 in the morning. And when I go to work, it's waking up at 0500. Mornings are extremely rushed, cleaning, working out, managing her therapy sessions, meal prepping, and fitting in a decent amount of sleep every night. Where in that mess am I going to be able to fit in reselling online, creating content, then eating, editing for uploading to YouTube? Not to mention caring for my sick ass orchid collection. I have 20 orchids. Anyways, Lupita is always sick while she's in school because, she's in school. It never fails that she gets a cold, and I'm up all night to only then play catch up for the weeks to follow. Now that Christmas is over, I wanted to immediately get things cleaned and organized. This is crunch time to organize for the next year. I think of it as spring cleaning before spring cleaning. January 1st will be week 20 of tracking workouts. For most people, eating and or diet is the biggest challenge, but also it's where all the results are. My house is always in chaos. The things you feel in the present aren't forever. It's either going to get worse or get better, and that's a fact. The only thing constant is change, and you cannot control what will happen. But you can control what you do, think, and say. That is my favorite philosophy from Marcus Aurelius. The other one is to stop trying so hard. All I could think about this year was when was my glutes going to get bigger, grow in size from my training. I couldn't stop reading about it, looking at reels on Instagram, and watching YouTube videos, which were so gimmicky, by the way, not to mention repetitive. First, I gave up. But then I calmed down and realigned my priorities over time. I think it's cliche of the new year, new me, but I also think it's cliche that it's cliche. New Year's resolutions are great to start that challenge at that countdown to midnight, to feel brand new and in the right mindset. It's whatever gets your mind wrapped around something that's new, that you're embracing or embarking on. I like to have New Year's resolutions several times a year, not just one time a year. I made an entry January 9th and ultimately didn't start until mid-July, but I had the best of intentions. I never gave up on that goal. How someone feels about accomplishing a goal is subjective to the individual. I did lose weight, went down from 143 to 137 pounds. However, it felt like I shrunk my glutes rather than grew. I counted my calories until it made me crazy, thinking about numbers constantly. So what did I learn? Did I fail? Was I happy? Yes and yes. I learned that I put in the work in more ways than just in the kitchen and with the weights. I put in the real work into my therapy sessions, reflecting on everything I was doing with an unbiased ear that I could trauma dump on, rather than my friends or my family. Constructive ideas that I probably would have never thought of had I been in my own thoughts alone. Or just the client-based self-talk that helps to resolve one's thoughts and conflicts about one or many situations in a person's life. No matter how many calories I counted over and under, how many sets, reps, weight, sleep, stress, or dress sizes I went up or down, it would not change the fact that there will be things that happen that is out of my control. Real perseverance is rolling with the punches. Today is the youngest we will ever be, and one day closer to our mortality. I will close with that. Let that sink in and marinate. I will be back with more thoughts and workouts. I am not going to bore you to death with another how to make your bum bigger, grow your glutes like this, how to lose 100 pounds in 5 days, drink this to look like this. Those videos make me viscerally angry. But hey, Marcus Aurelius would have a lot to say about letting others affect your feelings. I did start my channel with the idea that I would talk about certain topics, and I did want to work in some exercises visually, but I am in no way any kind of fitness professional. However, I am passionate about working out, and I have been through some shit, so I know a thing or two about perseverance, and that's what I'm passionate about sharing. I will maybe go back on the early January 2022 3 entries I made, but yeah, this is where I will end at, and have a lovely New Year's, have a lovely beginning to a brand new year, and I hope to see you guys next year. Bye.